Hello everybody, a random gnome here, and today I'm gonna start a new series about about games, and it's called Let's Talk Games, and it's gonna be anything on the subject of video games, uh, regardless of its hardware, DLC, content, pretty much anything along the lines of video games. And today we're gonna be talking about next-gen hardware. We're just gonna be talking about the power of the next generation consoles. So far, the consoles that we know about is the PS4, Xbox 720, and the Wii U. I know that might not be the official names of them, PS4 and Xbox 720, I'm not so sure about. I know the Wii U is official. But anyways, the new Xbox will be sporting Radeon HD 6670, and that card is only about $60. And recently, IGN came out saying that the PS4 will be using a Radeon 7670, and that's actually a rebranded version of the 6670. So they have identical specs across the board. And if you don't really pay attention to what that means, it might sound all well and dandy, but guess what? The benchmark of the 6670 shows that playing a game like Metro 2033, that's what they tested on high settings, in 1080p, they only got about 30 frames per second. And it's playable, but it's not so fluid. And that's not even on it is on high settings, but on the settings in that game, you can go up to very high settings. So if it can only run a game on high settings at 30 frames per second, and that game is 2 years old, and maybe by the time that the new consoles come out, it'll be 3 years old, and it can't even run it on very high settings. And we're suspecting that these consoles will be able to play games in the future. So if that's true, then the developers are going to have to tune down the graphics for the next-gen consoles just to run on such outdated hardware that they're going to be using. Most avid gamers on PC have graphics cards far beyond the limits of the next-generation consoles' hardware. The 560 Ti is 2 times more powerful than the rumored graphics card in the next-generation consoles. And that is one of the most popular cards for the PC at the moment. So, right now we are going to be better than the future consoles, the PC. And the 560 is one of the cheaper cards, not the cheaper, it's one of the mid-range cards, and that's about the most popular one right now, and I'm going to be picking one of those up, I think, by the end of the month. Right now, my card's a little bit lacking, but it can still run games like Metro 2033, Crisis, games like that, but I want to be running at, the full capacity. I know 560 isn't the best card out right now, but it will be able to last me for a while. It's way powerful than the Xbox and the PS4's graphics cards, 2 times powerful. And it can run Battlefield 3 at, ultra settings, everything up at a really, really good frame rate, very playable. So if you're a PC gamer, you might be thinking, this is a great victory for us, and, it is. But the bad thing is, most big-time developers like Activision, and EA, stuff like that. I can't really think of many developers for the console because I haven't been playing them that much, but most developers are concentrated on the consoles before the PC because that's where the biggest market is. Most people are casual gamers, they just want to pick up and play, and they always complain about PCs are so hard, they have so many errors, and they're hard to put together, and they're really expensive. But if you're sitting on an Xbox, you're paying, $70 a year for just to pay for Xbox Live just to play online, and then you're paying for controllers if they break, and the games themselves are way, way, way more expensive than PC games, and not to mention the Red Ring of Death or CDs getting scratched by the console. You're going to be paying way more. You can probably get a $400 PC that is going to be better than the next generation console right now. But anyways, since the big market, the big time developers are going to be concentrating on the Xbox and PS4, sorry, they're going to be, dumbing down the games, and the PC are going to get poorly optimized ports from the consoles that are around, the 6670 level graphics. And we're gonna have to endure that for about the next decade or so, because we all know how long the Xbox 360 and PS4 last. What is it, on 6 or 7 years now? So, and then on the matter of the Wii U, that is less powerful than either the Xbox or the PS4. So they're probably gonna stay around the the cartoony graphics. I mean, the Nintendo is spewing out way more creative content than either of the other two consoles, and they don't really need to emphasis on such great graphics. But I don't think I'm going to be picking up any of those consoles, but sadly I might actually end up getting the Xbox 720 if it's cheap, because I know most of my friends are console gamers. Only about 4 or 5 of my friends are actually avid PC gamers. I mean, some out of those console gamers, some of them get on the PC sometimes, but not very often, and they're mostly just playing Call of Duty or some stupid sports games. So I might actually pick up an Xbox 720 if I fall into the pressure of playing with them. I don't know. And people say PC gaming is dead, but it seems like it's more alive with so many indie developers and everything like that. We have so many people making games. There's way more developers and way more games out for the PC right now than the Xbox, PS3, and Wii combined right now. There's probably thousands of games made every day. I don't know about thousands, but hundreds at least. Ranging between, they have free-to-play games and, full $60 games for just the PC. So, I mean, I'm not really sure why the next generation consoles are so poopy, I guess is the great term for it. They're not going to be able to run such graphically intensive games like the PC can now. So, please tell me your thoughts and your opinions on this subject in the comments below, and catch you next time on either a Let's Play or another one of these Let's Talk games. See you later.